All right, I think we are live. I think we're live. I think we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Can you guys comment and let me know if you can hear me? I'm gonna do a couple sound checks to make sure I'm coming through okay. I just tell you guys, I'm always trying something new, and I think I'm live. Just want to make sure it's not echoing. You guys let me know if I'm echoing or if my sound is coming through okay. Let me know if my sound is coming through. Somebody make a comment and let me know if I'm coming through okay, or if I need to change my sound, maybe my mic, or turn the mic off, or switch my mic. Just let me know if I'm coming through clear. Make a comment and let me know if I'm coming through clear. Or send me a thumbs up, or it'd be great if you made a comment, because live has probably about a 10 to 12 second delay between this and the live. So if you make a comment, the comment will pop right up. So I'm going to assume that you guys can hear me and that I'm okay. And I wanted to make this video. I know I'm going to probably lose a couple of you guys, but if you hang in there with me, I really promise that I want to bring some value to what I'm doing and what I'm saying to you guys. So I wanted to make a video. Where was I yesterday? I was in Miami yesterday, flying back today, just spending that 2 hours on the plane, thinking to myself, you know what we don't do a lot of? We don't speak positively to ourselves. And even though you make, so I know people do this, but I really want to make more videos and concentrate on, like, how did I get here? How did I get here in my mind? How do I get here with manifesting this stuff in my life? And this is a practice that I do. But what I wanted to do differently, though, is I wanted to give you guys a space, a safe space, anyone, and I want you to speak positively over yourself. Nothing to gloat on, but I want to create a space where you can start speaking positive over yourself. Because I know you guys watch my videos. I know you're always commenting on, like, what I'm saying and what I'm doing. But I want to take a moment, and what I'm going to do. And again, I know this is super weird, and I don't know how the sound sounds right now. I'll go back and watch the replay. But so if you guys believe in energy, like I believe in energy, I believe in karma, I believe in energy, I believe that there are, like, you know, I meditate almost every day. I get in my head and I meditate, but as I'm learning how to, go deeper into my meditation and my prayers and manifesting things into my life. I also, like, I listen to sound waves, tuning forks, frequencies. And so what I want to do is I'm going to play a frequency. I'm going to play a frequency, and I hope that if you guys are out there, that you sort of kind of maybe take heed to what I'm saying, or maybe tune into what I'm saying. And as this frequency is playing, comment down below and let me know. Listening on the So what I'd like you to do, an exercise I'd like you to do, is listen to the frequency, speak positively over yourself, and then tell me, do you feel anything changing or happening within you? This is at 528 hertz. Start speaking positive. Make some comments down below. And, like, right now in this space, in this time, as you manifest what's going on in your life, do you see yourself at a better job? Do you see yourself increasing your income? Do you see yourself getting healthier? Do you see yourself facing those challenges? Do you see yourself quitting that addiction? Do you see yourself repairing that relationship? Do you see yourself, like, visualizing your mind? Seriously, visualizing your mind where you see yourself. Do you see yourself writing a book? Do you see yourself starting a business? Do you see yourself forgiving yourself for any things that you may have done in your past? Do you see yourself creating a better relationship with your significant other? Do you see yourself creating a better you? Do you want to talk? Do you want to start having more positive thoughts that you think in your head? Like, seriously, put that out there and start speaking positively over your life, man. I know it sounds weird, and I know people, look at this stuff and laugh, but honestly, guys, these are some of the techniques and things that I do to be sane and stop the negative voices in my head, and really live a straight positive life. So make some comments down below. Let me know. Let me see if you guys are. Let's see if you guys are in there. Speak positivity over yourself. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your family. Speak life over your finances. Speak life over your situations. Words have power. Words are, casting spells. So why not cast a spell in positivity over your life? If you could come from darkness, if you can come from situations that held you down, if you came from generations of people not doing right, why not become that light in your life where now you decide that you want to be the change agent in your future? You want to now correct the mistakes that have been happening, say maybe in your life. Start speaking to yourself. Write a comment out to the universe. Comment down below. I see you, Sean. Sean says, so I think these comments may be coming over from YouTube. So I think Facebook is still in here, but I think these are coming from YouTube. Sean, put your comment up. So that's Sean. Sean says he struggled with that. I get you, brother. I struggle too, man. I struggled, for 10 years. More than 10 years. I've been struggling with this for 10 years. I'll be 47 this year. I struggled all my life, trying to become who I, fighting demons within myself. Come on, man, speak positivity over yourself. This is your moment. This is your moment with the universe to speak whatever you want. And even if you're catching it in a replay, do it in a replay. This is what I did. Like when I had no money, no job, couldn't get hired, no bank account, no relationship, no help, no support. I believed in myself. I told myself that I will get a job. I will create business. I will get a bank account. I will help my family. I will become greater. I will work on being a better me. These are things that I said every single day. I never gave up on it. And every day I pushed to become that. And that's what I want you guys to do, man. I want you to encourage yourself right now. And I want you to speak life into your life. I don't want you focusing on me. This is about you. I want you to take what's inside of you, that yearning, that desire, that gift that God gave you, that vision that you have. And I want you to speak it. Guys, we gotta learn how to project this stuff out into the universe. We gotta take it out of our heads and we gotta put it out into the universe. You have got to begin to start speaking life over yourself. We got to begin to start realizing that we are the generation that's going to take this next thing over. Whatever your past may be, whatever happened to you, that is in the past. It's done. It's over with. What are you going to do today? Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. What are you going to do today? What are you going to decide right now? How are you going to decide what your next step is going to be? What's your next step to becoming who God showed you that you're supposed to be? What's your next step in becoming the man or the woman, the vision that you see inside of yourself? What are you doing to work towards that? And not only that, are you speaking life into yourself? Like with the words, with the tongue. The tongue has the power to create or destroy. Are you creating new avenues? Are you getting doors to open for you? Is your name being mentioned in rooms before you're even there? You have the power to do that. I believe that for myself. I believe that whatever I dream for myself, whatever I envision for myself, wherever I see myself going, that's what I see myself doing. I want to get in tune with positive energy. I believe it's all energy, it's all electric, it's all magnetic, negative and positive. I don't want to do negative. I want to be in positive. And I want to get around some people like you guys that are making comments. Let me see what you guys are saying, man. Yeah. My audio probably, yeah. I think it's my mic. I think it's this mic. Yeah, let me change my mic. Tell me if my mic is any better. I think it's the mic that I have plugged up. Yeah, Ms. Wilson, you say you're a successful artist. You're a motivator, absolutely. An encouraging mother, a grandmother, absolutely. I'm the generational curse breaker in my family. I move in love with family. I believe my talent will. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if I can put it all on the screen, man. Thank you for telling me about the mic. I think I just had it set on the wrong setting. Nah, cheese. All right, look, I'm going to put this up, and I hope I'm not putting you out there like that, right? Like, so this comment right here, Cheese says, I'm not good at anything, I'm pretty dumb. Like, Cheese,
If you are joking, cool, like whatever. But that's not how I never saw myself like that, man. Like you have got to start seeing yourself winning. You got to see yourself victorious. You got to see yourself accomplishing. You have to see yourself closing those deals. You have to see yourself getting that contract. You know, I used to do it. There used to be an exercise I used to do before I would go work at a job. I would already envision myself. I'm not like I know it may. No, I don't even think people take this as a joke. This is what I really did. Even when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. I would stand out in front of a job and I would envision myself going through the interview process, already being hired at that job and working at that job. I mean, it's a quick exercise, it doesn't take all day, but I would envision myself working at that job. What I'm saying to you, Cheese, is do things like that, man. If you see yourself in a new home, and not the material things, right? But if you see yourself in a new home, in a new outfit, in a new land, in a new business, in a new atmosphere, with a new blessing, you have to envision it. You have to see yourself in it. And then I just believe that whatever I had in my head, whatever I spoke out of my mouth, and whatever I put into the universe, that became my reality. So I know you guys may have been following me for a while. If there's anybody maybe watching now, do you guys remember when I didn't have a van? Or like when I first got the van, I was like, look, I'm gonna wrap the van. And then I was like, I was in the van saying, hey, I'm gonna get a box truck. Like I told you exactly what I was gonna do. I'm gonna get another van. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna expand. So I saw myself already, even when I had nothing, I saw myself already in it, already doing it. Are you doing that for yourself? Are you envisioning these things for yourself? So look, if you're just joining in, what I'm doing is this is a tuning fork that I found, and I want to be more in tune with speaking positivity of my life. Call it crazy, call it whatever, but at the end of the day, I know what I'm not. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not doing anything negative anymore. I'm not hanging around negative people. I'm not placing myself in negative situations. I'm not being detrimental to my family anymore. I'm not doing anything that's going to make me take two steps backwards. You know, I still do. You know, I'm still human. I still make, but I'm not making the mistakes that I used to. I'm not doing what I used to do, man. So what I want you to do is I want you. I know you guys are listening to me, but this isn't about me. I want you to encourage yourself. I want you to speak life to yourself. I want you to tell the universe who you are. I want you to tell the universe what you're going to do. I want you to start. Let's start breaking those chains. Let's start breaking those curses of where we came from. I'm not the only one. And like I always say, I want to use myself. I believe that I'm a vessel, right? I believe that I ask God to use me every day, use the platform that I have, whether it be Facebook with 20,000 people or YouTube with 17,000 people. And just because I say those numbers doesn't mean that like everybody's going to interact. That's not what it's about. It's about that one person who's out there who like me, you don't want to seem like you're crazy. You don't want to be in your head all the time thinking that like I'm the only person that's thinking positive. I'm the only one that's out here trying to live better. I'm the only. No, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. And even if it's just you and me, I'm putting myself out there to tell you this is what I do. Every day I wake up, I speak life over my life. Every day I say that I'm not going. I know what I used to be. I know the human being that I used to be. I know what I used to do every day when I woke up, and that ain't what I'm doing right now. Every day I'm asking for increase. Every day I'm asking for expansion. Every day I'm asking God to help me be a better shepherd, to be a better counsel of everything, a better watchman of the blessings that I have. Allow me to get stronger in my faith, in my existence, in my beliefs, to help other people. And really, at the end of the day, no matter, and this ain't about anybody else. This is my journey. I'm sharing this journey with you. This is my journey. I want us all to come together. I want us to vibe together, ride together. Is everybody gonna be down for this? No. But this God he ain't tell me go out there and save the world. That ain't what God told me to do. He told me to help people like me. That when your back is against the wall, you've done all you can, and you've given life your all. You've been on the field. You left it all on the field, and you have nothing left in the tank, or at least you think you have nothing left in the tank. And everywhere you go, people just keep grabbing at you and grabbing at you and grabbing at you. What I'm telling you, the exercise that I did is I started speaking life into my life. I started breathing life into my failed life, my failed relationships, my failed heart, my fear of commitment, my fear of love, the lust that I had for money. the disconnect that I had with my children, the broken relationship that I had with my wife, the broken relationship that I had with my kid's mom, like the broken man, actually the boy, not even the man, that broken boy that I was. The how could I work so hard and have so little to show for it? How could I say that I have so much faith and belief, but then yet there's nothing evident in my faith and belief? So I just stopped. I stopped. And then what I started doing, and how did I turn off those negative voices in my head that say, you don't come from a pedigree of success. You don't come from a rich family. You don't have, like, who else is in your, again, this is not, and I don't want it to come off like I'm knocking my family. I have a great family, but who else went on to do this? And who else went on to, take on the world and conquered it? I'm not going to listen to those voices. What I'm going to listen to is, I am a king. I am a conqueror. I'm the author and the editor and the writer and the creator of my destiny. I choose to listen to God. I choose to accept, there's a commitment that I make to myself. And at the end of the day, whether you believe me or you don't believe me, or you this sounds crazy to you, whatever, it ain't for you. It's for those people that need it. And if this ain't for you, cool. I tell everybody, just delete me. Just delete me and block me. You ain't got to hear none of this crazy positive talk. But I know for a fact that when I lost everything, when I had nothing, and my soul went out there, my soul cried out, and I asked for help because I had taken my life as far as I could have humanly taken it. God reached out to me, and I was a new being. Still making mistakes every day. I still drink. I still curse. I still do stupid stuff. But I am not who I was. And every single day, from that day to this day, I'm working harder to become closer to being who God called me to be. And if you're out there, and if you're saying to yourself, I need help, I need someone that looks like me, that's been through the same things that I've been through, to show me how to get out of this. Because I have done everything that I've did. I've prayed all that I've prayed. I've worked 90 hours at the job. I'm taking care of these kids. I'm taking care of my wife. I'm supporting my husband, ladies. I'm giving everything to the world, and no one's doing anything for me. You're giving all you got to everyone, and no one's giving to you. What I'm telling you is this. What I did for myself is this. I began to pour back into me. I began to tell myself that I am great. I do love myself. There's some people in my life, in your life, that I have to say no to, because they're always going to keep coming to the well, no matter how. It could be the last drop of water. They're still going to take it from you. And then how? Just think to yourself. This is another huge, massive, monumental shift in my life. How could I effectively be a father? How could I effectively be a husband? How could I effectively be a son, a brother, a nephew, a cousin? How could I be all those things if I'm deficient? How can I be all those things if I'm not giving life my all? How can I be all those things if I'm not answering the calling? Because come on, man, you guys know, you hear a calling on your life. You know that there's something. You know when you're doing right, you're doing wrong. And I was doing a lot of wrong. I was making a lot of excuses and doing a lot of wrong. And what I chose to do in my life is I chose to just answer the calling. And the calling was, stop playing around with this gift that I gave you. Stop playing around with this gift that I gave you. That's a breakup in the frequency. I don't know if you guys know about that. It breaks in the frequency after a couple minutes. Stop playing with the gift that I've given you. Use the gift that I gave you to change the lives of the people that I told you to change. I had a mission. And I don't know if you guys have ever had that. Have you ever had a mission in your life? Charles says, amen. I know it sounds like I'm preaching, right? Bobby says, you're the man, Corey. Bobby, it's not me, man. I mean, I do appreciate you guys saying that. And even when I say this, even though I'm talking, guys, like, if I could point my camera down, I don't write any of this down. There's no topics. This isn't a show. You know what I'm saying? I get these moments, and I always ask before I push the live button. I always just say just one simple thing. I say, God, just use the words to me. I always envision myself down on that bathroom floor. I always envision myself at the lowest points of my life when I couldn't support for my family, when the world thought that I was a deadbeat, no good, good for nothing, wrote me off, left me in the gutter, people ran out of me. Like I said, I had nothing. I always think about in those moments, what would if there were anything that existed like this 10 or 12 years ago, What are the words of encouragement? What are the inspirational things that I would say? How could I tell somebody that absolutely has nothing that is going to be okay? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in those moments and you don't know how you're going to put gas in your car, you don't know how you're going to feed your family. I'm being real. You don't know. You write a check and the whole bank bounce. Because you ain't got it. And you ain't fronting like you ain't got it. I was never on social media acting like, I'm not a flashy dude. What would I say to myself? And these are the words that I would say. I would legitimately, straight up and down, no faking. I would tell myself, get up off that floor. God didn't bring you this far to bring you this far, to only bring you this far. You got more in you, man. And when I sitting here now, right, today, the 10th of May, we're 10th of May, right? The 10th of May. If I had a time machine, I can go back, and if I could show you me on the floor and the me sitting here talking to you right now, it's two different people. Two totally different people. We're two totally different people. That guy that's laying on the floor, although it was me, I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the faith. I didn't have the belief. I had given up. I thought God had forgot about me. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I had thrown my hands up and I had given up. The guy that's sitting in front of you now, I believe. Now I see that I can become anything that I dream. There's no man, there's no woman, within reason that can stop me from becoming whatever I want to be. There's a brick wall, I can go through it. And I don't have to go around it. I don't have to make excuses. I can literally take my faith and my strength and go through that wall. And until the last day on this earth, I don't care how old I am. I mean, 90s, I'm still going to have that drive. I'm still going to have that hustle. I'm still going to have that grit. I'm still going to want to get up and fight. As long as you have breath in your body, you have fight in you, because no matter what you've been through, every single heartache, every breakup, every divorce, every job you got fired from, every opportunity that you screwed over, every time that you've been screwed over, every time you got stabbed in the back, every time you've lost, you're still here. The way that I was able to get my life up out of the ashes was I looked over my life and I was like, I'm still here. Broken, dirty, hurt, lost, confused, anxiety, depression, addiction, but I'm still here. So what did that mean, right? What did that mean? That meant that my life had a purpose. That meant that my life had a purpose. Now, I didn't know what the purpose was. What I want you guys to do is, I know you're listening to me, but I want you guys, I want you to do what I'm doing. I want you to speak positivity in the chat down below. Comment down below, and I want you guys to put your positive energy out there for yourself, because we don't do this enough. We don't uplift each other enough. We feel as though we don't deserve blessings. Like, you can lie on social media if you want to, but I know how I felt. And you feel like, because we always say this thing, we like, oh God, don't worry about me. Somebody comes up with food, you guys eat first. You got to stop having that mentality. There's nothing wrong with taking care of people, but you got to stop having that mentality. You have got to learn that you deserve a blessing. You have got to learn that you deserve a new roof over your head. You deserve a comma in your bank account. You deserve to be able to bless. You should be able to go out and do whatever it is that you want to do. You got everything around you. Look, that's what I'm talking about here. I love myself. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Have you hugged yourself today? And look, guys, I'm telling you, I'm putting myself out there because I want you to know that, look, people are going to clown you. They're going to clown you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about your microphone. They're going to talk about your silly hat. I told you guys they've been talking about my silly hat. They're going to talk about my little itty bitty book that I made. They're going to talk about this. So what? At the end of the day, this makes me feel good. Because remember, I was telling you that guy on the bathroom floor, he could have never got up and made a video like this. And I didn't care back then what people thought, but he could never get up on here and shed his pain and shed his loss and shed his valleys, but also share his peaks and his success and his love, and showing you that even though these videos are crazy and they are all literally, I know they are all over the place, there was a time in my life when I just didn't believe in myself, and I didn't speak positively to myself. And I listened to the negative voices in my head, and I allowed that And every day that would happen, I would wake up and be a month later, still negative. 6 months later, still negative. A year later, still negative. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years of still negative thoughts. No, no, we're going to end this today. So that's what. So like I said, I know I'm kind of all over there, but that's what I want to drive home. You decide when it's over. So three parts of the storm, right? You're either entering the storm, you're either in the storm, or you're coming out of it. And for some of you guys, I want y'all to come out of that storm, man. Come out of that storm. You don't have to keep suffering. A lot of what I went through was self-inflicted. I put myself through a lot of pain. You don't have to put yourself through that much pain. You are literally carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you don't have to bear everything by yourself. Start speaking life into your life. Start seeing yourself successful. Start seeing your business flourishing. I know that we come out of this pandemic and the doors didn't open, the floodgates are going to open again. Manifest. They got you really believing that you're not a part of this world. I'm looking out my window, trees, birds, grass, dirt, air, water. The same thing that's made up out of that is in you. You have the power to connect to that. And all I'm saying, that's all I'm doing. I'm just tapping in. And all I'm asking you guys to do, if there's anybody out there that understand what I'm saying, just tap in. Just tap in and feel the energy. Tap in and speak success over your life. Tap in and claim your family. Tap in and tell the devil, no, not today. Fight back the demons. Like I said, the addictions, the temptations, the lust, all that stuff. Does it still rear its ugly head on me? Yes. Not perfect. Don't ever want to come off here and act like, I told you, I don't want this to seem like I'm preaching, like I'm telling you, no. I made huge, massive, monumental mistakes. I got people in my life that may never forgive me for what I did to them. But now I spend my life every day trying, working, hustling, grinding, being dedicated in faith to make my life right. And maybe one day they'll forgive me. Maybe one day they'll come around. But also at the end of the day, if I put it out there and I ask for their forgiveness, then that's on them now. Because I laid it out there. I put out the olive branch. I laid it out there. I'm sorry. Whatever I did to you, I apologize. I'm not that person. No. I want to work on being better. I want to do things like this. I want to help people. I want to help people, man. Alicia says sometimes our words pour into others, they are pouring right back into ourselves. Amen. See, like I'm saying, man, y'all out here talking about me. It's not me, man. It's y'all. I don't do this for me. I'm in a good space. I've made it through the storms of my life. But I know because I get inbox messages, I get text messages, I get emails, and some of you guys, you're sharing things with me that you don't even share. And I know you don't know me, but you're sharing stuff with me that you wouldn't share with nobody else. And I get it. Because I was there. And I know sometimes it feels like you can't relate to anybody. I get it. I totally get it. But I want you to know that at the end of the day, when you look in that mirror, you start speaking life into your life. You start speaking positivity into your life. You start telling yourself the words and the things that you need to hear. And for me, it was just every day. Every day, I just needed to make it through the day. Because if I can win the day, every day, I could win the week. And if I could win the week, I could win the month. And if I could win the month, I could win the year. And all I've really been doing for 12 years or 15 years, how long I've been doing this is I've just been having championship years. That's all I've been doing. It's every day. It's practice every day. It's every single day. And I've been putting together some championship years. Tracy says, if they never forgive you, just know God has you covered. Their forgiveness is greater than mere man. Amen. Yeah. So, and now, even as I do this now, I'm sharing the comments with you. I don't even do this for the likes and the views and whatever. It's not about that. I do this as when I look back over this stuff, it's almost therapeutic to me to go back and watch these videos. It's therapeutic to me to see the growth within myself as I'm developing on a personal journey to get closer to who God called me to be, to do the things that I feel are right in my life, I'm not, and also at the end of the day, to like I said, to be a better father to my children because they deserve. There was a moment in time where I abandoned them. You know, depression, whatever, call it. You know, I don't know if I can really put a finger on it, but I am working hard. You know, with every breath that I have to pray for their forgiveness. You know, that's hard on a man. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard on anybody, but you know, it's tough on because when you think I was a super dad. You know what I mean? Like I was the man. And I think a lot of that has a lot to do with it, man. Because when you can't provide for your family, and then you got society out there telling you ain't nothing. So you got society telling you ain't nothing. You come home feeling like nothing. It's just you can't win on the you can't win nowhere, man. So anyway. Um, Leave some comments down below. I want you guys to start speaking positivity over your life. And look, as you read over these, or if you got, whether you watch this on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, go down in the comments because, like I said, guys, this is not about me. And I don't know how the audio. I'll go back. I'll try my best to check the audio and see what's going on. But as I do this, read the comments. Read the comments because sometimes we're so far in our heads, we think that nobody can understand us. We think that nobody can relate to us. We think that there's no other human being they can't understand what I'm going through. Ladies and gentlemen, we all going through the same thing. We're all going through the same thing. You're human. It's a human experience. We're all going through the same thing. And I just want you to see that there are other people out there. I'm not the only one. Even though I may be in my house in my head sometimes, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that believes in myself. I'm not the only one that loves myself. I'm not the only king that's calling myself a king. I'm not the only, not me, but ladies, you're not the only queen calling yourself a queen. You are. You know you are the greatest thing that's ever been created. You know within yourself there's something telling you that there's a calling on your life that you're supposed to be doing something else. There's something greater in you clawing its way out. Let it out. Let it out. There's a beast inside you. Let that beast out. The world needs to see your gift. The world needs to understand that you were created for something. And it does not matter how insignificant you think it is. Because that's our thing, right? We think like, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. You are. Baby, let me tell you something. Fellas, you are enough, bro. Ladies, you are enough. You're enough. Except, get comfortable in your skin. I'm every day I'm getting more and more comfortable with who I'm becoming. I love this version of me. I am so in love with this version of who I'm becoming. That other guy, the one who used to drink all night and bounce around from woman to woman, blow all his money. No, not near thought of the future. Didn't care about tomorrow. I never want to be that guy ever again. I never want my children to see that man ever again. I want them to see this. Hard working, dedicated. I want them to know that I'm giving it my all. I'm doing as best I can. I'm hanging in there. But it was because I put all my stuff on God. I asked for help. I'm not man enough. I'm not man. That's the wrong. I'm saying that the wrong way. I am man enough to ask for help. I prayed for help. I can't do this alone. I need you. How many men are walking out there trying to think that they, best thing since sliced bread that ever came along, and they take it? That ain't me. That ain't me. I need to be covered by God. My life ended on that bathroom floor. That guy's gone. Tip versus T.I. Corey versus Kobe. That guy's gone, man. I got a new lease on life. And I promise you, man, I made a covenant and a commitment that I am not going to screw this up. I got a second chance at life. You gave me another opportunity to prove to my kids that I can be a good dad. You gave me another opportunity to make amends with my ex-wife. You gave me another opportunity to show my kids' mom that I can get out there and I can grind and hustle and get it back like I used to. Dust me off? Come on, y'all, speak life over your life, man. Speak life over your life. Speak life over your life. There you go, Frida. So really, get it. Y'all, thank you guys, man. I really want to thank you guys. Like this, like Lady Al. I want to thank you guys in the comment section because that's what I'm talking about. Like this, I'm doing the live and I'm just talking. But look at these good people dropping this good information, man. Y'all gotta get into this vibe, man. You gotta get into this vibe. I'm telling you, man, the world, they got this whole thing designed to keep us separated. They got this whole thing designed to keep us separated. But here's the power of what I'm saying. The power of what I'm saying is we're so powerful that you're feeling what I'm saying. You're feeling what these people are saying through technology. Like even when they try to keep us separated, we're always going to find a way to connect. We're always going to find a way to connect. Reinventing yourself. We're always going to find a way to get together, family. Listen, man, I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you for allowing me to share. I want to thank you for giving me your time, because your time is your most valuable resource. Hear that sound. Hear that frequency. Tap into you, and maybe this may not be your frequency. Find your frequency. And that's what life is about, man. Find your frequency. What frequency are you vibrating on? What frequency are you putting out? What are you receiving? Who are you around? And not only you, who are your children around? Who's your family around? How's your money circulating? Your money got energy too. Your business has an energy. Your relationship has an energy. Your friendship has an energy. Your kinship has an energy. Your family has an energy. And they all may be operating on different frequencies. And like I said, I'm just trying to tap in, man. I'm just trying to get closer to this good energy, this good vibe, this good vision, these good dreams, these good hopes, these good aspirations. You got this, baby. You got this, family. Corey Brimmer Sugar Red Bar. Listen, if there's anybody out there, if you've made it this far in the video, like I've been doing on my last couple of videos, I do have a book called Never Give Up. This is not a plug for the book. I am not selling. Although if you do want to buy it, I'll drop a link, you can buy it. But if you're out there and you feel like you've reached a wall and you need help and you see this as a sign, I will send you a free copy of my book. I will pay for the postage. Don't worry about it. But what I am asking, I've done this on a couple of videos, is there's a part of my book called the Dream Checklist. In the back of the Dream Checklist, there's 2 pages of the Dream Checklist. These are things that I guarantee that if you do and you complete, your life will change. And how do I know that they will change? Because I did them. These are the things, these are the steps that I took in order to change my life. If you're out there and you'd like a free copy of my book, DM me, message me. Make sure that I respond back to you, because the messages, they come in from all kinds of places. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all over. But if you get in contact with me, let me know where I can send a copy of this book, Never Give Up. And I just want to show you guys that if a guy like me, somebody like me, that looks like you, we got probably the similar backgrounds. If we sat around and had a drink or two, we're going to figure out that, we shared probably similar stories. If you're out there, if I can make it, if God can save and change someone like me, if God can give me an opportunity, I ain't no saint. I'm still a sinner. I just ain't sinning as much as I used to. If God can take somebody like me and turn my life completely around, and then place me in like opportunities, and space, and blessings, and time, places I know that I know for a fact that if I did not change my life, I would not be sitting here sharing, just going live with I got a tuning fork playing right now. Guys, come on, man. You guys know me. I wouldn't be doing this. Wouldn't be doing it. And then to know that this, whatever this is, right? Whatever this is just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't even, I haven't even hit 1% of what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. So can you imagine what I'm really cranking? 50%? 80%? If I go all in 100% and do what God really told me, man, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Thank you for keeping me motivated. Thank you for encouraging me. Corey Bremer, Sugar Room Bar. And like I say on every single video, man, never give up, man. Your best days are ahead of you. I'll see you guys on the next video.